Black Skies. We have all of Tiki Flight back.
Hooray! Right. We live.
So you think. Turns out that you all died at some point, and now you're just in purgatory forever.
Oh, Megan, we're... there we go. We were still hosting a different channel for a while. But now we see us.
Okay. Hello, and
Get
welcome
out
to
of your
Gold...
variant roles. Go ahead,
Hello.
Okay, I think we just need to stop now.
We quit. Good night.
We're still here.
Okay. Hello. Hello, and welcome to Goldwing's Black Skies. Around the table, we have Megan.
Hey everyone, this is Megan. I'm playing Commander Micah Drexler.
Rob.
Hello, I'm Rob. I'm playing Lucette Zombie Forrester.
John.
Hi, I'm John. I'm playing Mahao Mahai, Mai Tai.
And Mike.
Hi everyone, I'm Mike, and I'm playing Barry Catfish Namazuko.
This is Acer, and last time, Mai Tai spent an entire episode staring down a prisoner and getting him to babble incoherently. It was very dramatic. While other things were going on, there would just be cuts to Mai Tai staring across a table at this man who just could not stop shaking.
He was so sad and so frightened.
Poor Steve.
No, Steve was your prisoner. Mai Tai beat this guy in unarmed combat.
Well, that's fair then. I don't care about this guy. I only care about Steve.
All right. So, Mai Tai, after your successful interrogation, wherein you learned that several people have been paid to eliminate Barry's sister, as well as Barry, and you, and most of the people you know, you have been loaded aboard a transport to rejoin the squadron aboard the transport ship Armstrong, which, if you recall, has been converted into a sort of clandestine fighter carrier. It is the home base of Strange Squadron, which is now en route to the Callisto system, the other solar system that borders Draconis. It appears there is a target worthy of your attention. The shuttle docks just before the ship makes the final run into the jump point. Mai Tai, you have been stuck in cramped quarters with a couple of surly-looking Marines who are not happy to be back aboard the ship. They were enjoying their run as pretend mercenary pirate thugs working for Ronnie. And whoa, what's going on there?
I don't know what my computer's doing. 1 second.
Dropbox is going crazy.
Yeah, we're getting in the stream. The closed captioning is scrolling still, but our video is frozen.
1 second. I think it's because I'm trying to stop stuff from running on my computer so that it has the capacity to run a stream. But I think it should be okay now. No.
All right.
It's okay. That should have fixed it.
Okay.
Yep, I can see my head move now.
All right.
Hooray!
second.
Dropbox is going crazy. Still. It's like removing a bunch of shared folders.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to do something while I was thinking about it. News notifications until tomorrow. Okay. Now we should be good again.
Okay. So, you are rejoining your squadron. 1 second. I've got to mute my notifications.
This is where we find out that the whole last session was actually a dream.
Yeah.
I'll teach us to sleep.
You are now on a shuttle with a bunch of Marines who are rejoining the ship. I'm guessing you do not socialize.
I will socialize back if anyone speaks with me. Beyond that, I will be quietly meditating.
Okay, they are quietly drinking.
I inspect my white sash to see how thoroughly coated in my enemy's blood it is. It looks about 2/3 good. A handful more enemies will be enough to finish the job, and then I will have properly avenged my my clan.
Hey, you're one of the pilots from the volunteer group, right, sir?
Yes, you're one of the Marines.
Yes, sir. Are you all right, sir?
Had better days, but well enough.
He will offer you his flask.
I will thank you, but no. I will not be drinking until I have avenged my family.
Wow, that's badass.
I'd like to think so.
This goes back to staring into the middle distance.
Yes.
All right. When you dock, you are immediately ushered to the briefing room. You see that Toad is sitting glumly at one end of the row of seats reserved for you fighter pilots. Magnet is already at the front of the room, and she smiles at you and says, well, welcome back. We have a major opportunity ahead of us. We need volunteers for a dangerous mission.
I know, of course, I will be volunteering.
How... I mean, I'm going, but how dangerous are we talking?
We will need to land a ground component to take control of enemy assets. Potentially under heavy fire.
Dominion?
Yes.
Are we going to have to continue to pretend to be pirates knowing what we know now?
Knowing what exactly?
Well, there seem to be people after Catfish and his sister. So if they know about them, I'm sure whatever cover we are running is probably not worthwhile. I do not particularly like pretending to be something other than fighting force?
Currently, we are ordered to maintain our operational profile until otherwise instructed. I'm afraid we are going to have to stick to the original plan.
Of course.
Plus, people try to kill Ronnie all the time. It's kind of her thing.
Captain Drexler, excuse me, Commander Drexler, you'll be leading the air component.
Happy to.
Very well. The target is the next generation of the enemy's stealth technology. It appears that they are interested in fielding these new spacecraft as quickly as possible, and to that end have planned a rather audacious test of the system. They are planning to launch one of their jump-capable stealth ships into Alliance space.
And do nothing, right? Just poke their head in to see if they get noticed, and
Yes.
not sow massive amounts of discord and nuke planets or anything like that.
As far as we are aware, that is correct. They are not at a stage where they can deploy enough of these craft to be decisive. However, if this test succeeds, they will doubtless invest all available resources into the program.
Have the techs. If this isn't at my pay grade, you of course can just tell me to piss off. But have the techs figured out any way to track the new stealth ships based off of the one that we liberated?
We have discovered certain peculiarities about the technology which render it somewhat inflexible once you know the craft are operating in the area. However, the amount of energy involved in pulling them out of the interstellar background means that employing sensors at that level of sensitivity for any extended period would be extremely detrimental to the longevity of the hardware.
Gotcha. So for emergency purposes only, or if we know that there's going to be a stealth ship jumping into Alliance space.
Exactly. Unfortunately, that means that for the time being, any stealth craft will exercise a tactical advantage because the first ship to get off a clean shot will likely win the engagement. But with all of that in mind, I'm sure the Dominion will reconsider the situation if one of their major platforms was to simply cease to exist and the stealth craft the stealth craft staging from it were to disappear.
Well, disappearing is what stealth crafts are supposed to do. We're just helping them along.
Of course. Our goal is to encourage the belief that the resistance or a pirate affiliated group of pilots managed to stage the raid based on some lucky intelligence on their part. This would mean that the craft could be anywhere and will hopefully reduce the reaction time of any follow-on deployments.
What exactly is our approach here? Just blow the soup out of the place, grab the ships and run, or?
Yes.
Wasn't that our plan last time?
I mean, it's usually a pretty solid plan.
Well,
Blowing
Yeah,
the soup out of things is really in my wheelhouse.
it just didn't go very well last time because there were no ships.
That
Yeah.
would slow us down.
This situation will hopefully be somewhat different.
So, what ships are we going to be loading up with this time? Gorgons?
Yes.
We know what sort of defenses they have beyond the stealth fighters.
The stealth ships themselves are not very well equipped for dogfighting, but the local garrison is equipped with a substantial complement of goblins.
Ah, goblins, my favorite.
Commander Drexler, a Gorgon has been equipped to your specifications.
Did Lydia put it in?
Yes.
Good.
So just checking, the Gherkins are the ones that require a dedicated gunner for them.
The Gorgons do have a place for a gunner. You having volunteered for the ground component of the mission, though, will be landing by assault shuttle.
Oh, good, because that's what I was about to ask. Okay.
Micah and Zombie, Hydra and Zombie will have gunners aboard.
Okay, so Mai Tai and Catfish are ground and pound, and Zombie and Hydra are the shoot and scoot, or
Yes.
however the terminology is.
Turn and burn. All right. So, boom and zoom is the.
Tap and zap.
So now the facility the target facility is located on an asteroid orbiting the world of Siren, a gas giant that is home to several gas extraction facilities.
What sort of gas are we talking about?
There are several facilities which are engaged in harvesting reaction mass for fusion reactors. There are also several facilities that mine other gases for use in the production of weaponry and very sophisticated microgravity construction projects.
So, just to sit my curiosity, the the reaction mass produced at these facilities goes to fuel Dominion assets,
Yes.
and it would be a real shame if the rebels or pirates happen to damage or destroy these in the process.
Yes.
That'd be a real shame. I'm gonna try to blow those up.
All right. Any questions?
Just want to confirm, will the assault transports have any sort of additional gunnery installed to give them more of a fighting chance and also to make it look more piratical?
Yes, we have installed additional point defense weapons, but hopefully the attacks by the Gorgons and our own goblins will provide adequate distractions. I believe that Zombie will be personally attending to that, won't you?
Yeah, that it does seem to be a forte of mine. Distracting and blowing things up. It's a gift.
All right. We will be reaching the launch point in 2 days. Make all necessary preparations and prepare for an early launch.
I suppose I have one additional question, ma'am.
Go on.
Once the assault shuttles are landed, will we be expected to keep the seat warm, so to speak, and keep the engines revved up for getting the Marines out of there quickly, or will we be attending the combat also and then huffing it back?
Catfish, I thought you understood what this mission called for. You and Mai Tai and Toad there will be flying these ships out.
Whoa. Oh, the stealth ships.
Yes.
And who's going to be piloting the Marines back out?
They will have backup pilots on the shuttles in case your mission fails. Otherwise, we will destroy the shuttles in place and they will fly out with you.
Gotcha. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we had that all tied up in a neat little bow just in case.
We know for a fact that the stealth ships have the capacity to carry enough Marines back out.
Yes, from the specifications that we were provided, the stealth ships are actually more akin to a corvette than to a shuttle or heavy fighter.
Copy that.
Nice.
Which of course means that they are equipped with a jump drive that is remarkably efficient and would itself be of great interest.
Once we have taken the ships, will the Gorgons be enough to destroy the research platform? Or will we need to blow it?
The Gorgons will be equipped with fusion missiles.
Sweet.
Lucette smiles broadly, like, kid in a candy store kind of look.
So if all things go according to plan, you shouldn't have to leave the shuttle bay.
If everything goes according to plan. Good luck. Well, I suppose between proper planning and good fortune, we should prevail.
No doubt.
Is anyone going to do anything over the next 2 days to help them prepare for this operation? This would be akin to a create advantage roll that you can make ahead of time.
I want to do something, but it's not related to that. Well, I do probably want to do that as well, but I have something I want to do.
Okay.
I want to make a call back home to the Republic. A secret call that no one's listening in on.
That will require a... Actually, you cannot do that. I just realized.
Oh, no.
There is no such thing as FTL communications in this universe.
All right. Well, then I want to send a note.
Okay. You can write a note, and it will be stored in the ship's systems until it can make contact with a
Relay station?
it's kind of like a communications drone.
Is that something other people are going to be able to see?
Theoretically not, but it's like sending something through the mail.
All right. I'm going to try to put a bit of a cipher on this then.
Okay, give me a technology roll.
Can I get Lydia to help me with that?
Give me a rapport roll.
Four.
Okay, now you can give me your technology roll.
I'm going to spend a plot point to re-roll that.
Which aspect?
Where is it? Proven leader with too much to lose.
Okay.
Do I get to add anything to this?
Oh, just tell me what you got.
A 1.
Okay, you're pretty sure it's secure.
All right. I am writing to someone I know back home to let them know I found something when I was aboard a ship that was moving. Was it Gorgons around?
It was
Goblins.
actually, gators, I believe. A lot of gators.
That was transporting gators. That is a bit concerning to me, and I hope they'll be able to reach out with some more information.
All right. This is a person that I assume is used to receiving encrypted communications from Dominion space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I also had a plan to do things that are not directly related to improving our mission.
Okay.
Because prep work isn't really Lucette's strength. She's more of like, did I bring enough explosives? Yep. Okay, I'll improvise from there. So she had 2 things on her docket. I think one's going to have to wait until the trip back because of the no FTL communications, because she also had a call she wanted to make.
Uh-huh.
But considering who it is she wants to contact, does not want the message traceable from a local comm buoy near where we want to blow things up. So that's gonna back burner for a minute.
Okay.
However, she does want to grab Catfish for a minute.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I catch him in the probably in the hall after they leave the briefing.
Okay.
Barry, wanted to talk to you about something for a second there.
Yeah, what's up?
So was meaning to ask you about your sister.
Look, I apologized for interrupting you, but we were under attack.
No, it's not that. I'm over that. My question's about the piracy thing. Like, how is that like a family business, or is something she fell into? What's going on there?
Well, technically the family business is more on the mining shuttle, like shipping container end of things, and the smuggling opportunities that comes with that. And, well, to be honest, Ronnie saw that there is a niche in defending smugglers or finding people that had wronged us or the people we had dealt with in the past, and taking the fight to them, because that's how Ronnie do. And so yeah, it's not the family business, but it's kind of tangential to it. As far as I know, the parents don't really agree too much with her lifestyle choices, because, I mean, smuggling is stable as long as you know how to hide your shit and know who to grease the palms of. You can sneak by without too much notice and just make a living. But I don't know. Ronnie always wanted to be a bit flashier.
Do you think there's a chance we could like talk her into like taking a privateer angle to this? Maybe because we're posing as like pirates who are kind of sticking it to the Dominion in Dominion space. But what if we got an actual pirate to actually do that thing we're pretending to do? I mean, that would add to our cover, and there'd be more conscionable homicide.
Yeah. The only problem I can see with that is Ronnie would probably want to have an extremely competitive wage to do that. And to be honest, I'm not sure if the Dracona system is able to support her kind of the idea that she'd want to have for her privateer wage. From what I've understood from her, because I mean, you've met her, she doesn't really give a shit about Draconis as far as I can tell.
We could pose it as an investment, right? Like, there'd be good kickbacks when we win the thing.
Yeah, that's true. It'd like having extremely good legit fences is always something that people should look forward to.
Of course, that does predicate on us winning the thing.
Yeah, that is true. It'd be the kind of thing that see, here's the problem. I like the idea. I want to follow through with it. But Ronnie's a space bastard. Like that's the easiest way to put it. She is a space bastard. She will do whatever it takes to get her own in the end. And
you're
that might
also a space bastard, and we
but
still
that might
you.
but that might turn out that the best thing for her is to sell us out. Because if we it'd have to be phrased in a way of like not making it seem like we have anything to do with Draconia's system whatsoever. Because I don't think she entirely knows our actual deal.
Oh, definitely. We'd have to keep the cover for get her, working alongside. It might make it a little easier to maintain. But yeah, it's
Yeah, if we were to do it, I would say that we should broach the subject after the op, where we're coming off of a big win, to show that, hey, we can bloody the nose of the Dominion. You can too. Keep
right.
doing this kind of stuff here. We've shown it can be done. Now it's your turn.
Negotiate from a position of strength. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think after this op, I might give her a call. I'd call her before we leave, but it hasn't been 2 days yet. You're supposed to wait, right? That's the thing. You don't call the next day,
Hell, I don't know.
or is it 3 days?
And as you're thinking that, the ship passes through the jump point, and it becomes a moot point because you can't make that call anyway.
I would like to say before we leave, like, it would be perfect if Lucette had just enough time to send off a text message of, "We need to talk when I get back."
Oh God, that call.
I'm pregnant.
All right. Anybody else want to try doing something before you launch for this mission?
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Barry would like to see about the going about of souping up, or what can be done to soup up the assault transport to help its maneuverability a bit, and make it so that, because Barry has driven cargo scows in the past, so he knows how to make them work, but he also needs to get familiarized with like the space center of gravity for the shuttle, and the tricks that he'd need to do to be able to tweak the positional like the positional boosters, so to speak, for changing position and scooting back and forth. Like, he's basically gonna try to get as used to this thing as possible.
All right. Give me a technology roll.
Okay. What is my technology? It is a 2. Okay, Would I be able to, since this is Barry just getting into the zone and getting used to the ship as much as he can, would I be able to tag, "Here it is, your moment of Zen," for adding a +2 to that?
Sure.
Okay, so using my first fate point of the night, and that'll push it up to a 3.
All right. You are able to make it through the very confusingly written manual. The weird thing is this ship seems to have been designed by several different committees.
Oh, good.
It's a committee of committees, and each of the committees spoke a different language.
Hmm.
And they didn't have like the greatest translation software to get all of the information from one to the other. So
We're just using Google Translate.
yeah, because like machine learning, that'll be able to solve all of our woes, right?
Yeah.
So the parts on maneuvering aren't quite written with the same terms as the parts on propulsion, but you think you have the gist of it, and you get 1 boost.
Okay.
And what about Mai Tai?
So there's 2 things my tie would be doing. One, something super. Would there be anyone else from Shinzo Mizu on this mission?
Yes, actually, one of the a Marine lieutenant.
Okay, so I would be training when I finish my training. I would take what appears to be some sort of scroll and hand it to the lieutenant, and
Okay.
basically telling them very ominously, make sure they receive this, and get a nod from them, and they just go off, not adding anything else to it. That's happening.
All right. He nods gravely, and then places the scroll in an inner pocket.
I put away my stylus type thing, a stylus to put that there, then draw my sword and go back to training. The next thing I'd be doing is working out the actual plan for the Marines on assignments on who's getting on what ship, how people are gonna break up so that we can get that done as quickly as possible once we are aboard the research station.
All right. Give me a tactics roll.
Okay. I have to. Sorry, having trouble with this thing.
No problem.
All right, so that's going to be a 3.
Okay, you get a boost as you are able to plot out the movements of the Marines who will disembark. You are bringing a pair of shuttles, each with a platoon of Marines, and that will be more than enough firepower to overwhelm the personnel who are likely to be in the shuttle bay, and you make allowances for up to 5 times as many personnel to be in the shuttle bay.
All right.
Because it might be Jenkins's birthday. This is plan C for if there's cake.
Man, I really hope that we get to steal these ships on someone's birthday.
It'll all be our birthdays that day.
Bonus
Can I
points
spend my
if you
boost
steal
to
the
make
cake.
someone's birthday? 'Cause I'm definitely gonna ruin some demands birthday. No.
All right. So, the Armstrong opens up its cargo bay and deploys the half dozen Gorgons that are available for this mission and the dozen goblins.
Wait, real quick. I wanted to actually do something helpful too.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to pump everyone up, make sure we're all on the same page. Go team. That sort of stuff.
Okay, give me a roll.
All right. I'm going to use rapport. 8.
Nice.
Okay, so you get 2 free invokes from a success using your
Good hunting.
stunt. Yeah, and then you get 2 more for succeeding with style twice over. So 4 free invokes.
Okay. I'm going to call this stunt volleyball because I'm going to assume we all Top Gun style played volleyball. Except for Micah, who was just cheering from the sidelines.
I mean, 100%. At least one of us was playing volleyball.
The crew was playing volleyball. Micah was cheering. I don't know where everyone else was.
Okay.
I mean, Lucette was definitely playing volleyball.
Okay, good.
Way too aggressively.
That's fine.
Spiking the ball directly in people's faces.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay, everybody give me tactics rolls.
For volleyball?
No, for combat.
Oh. I was hoping we'd get a prolonged volleyball scene.
That you can do if you buy Starfighter Academy, which came out this week. It's on Drive-Thru RPG. Or you get it, of course, if you already backed Kickstarter. Yeah, so you get on that past you.
Is this a initiative roll?
Yes.
All right, so I get to use pilot instead.
Okay, as is my traditional wont, I have to ask, contractually obligated, Acer, does Danger Sense come into play for this?
It does.
Okay. I got a +5.
Okay, again. Could you put a goblin, which is actually a flight of goblins, at 3, and another one at 3.
You can just go ahead and put a Lucette also at 3.
All right, what's everyone else's initiative?
Mai Tai has a 2.
Barry has a 5. Ooh, are we using the assault transport rules, Acer?
No.
Okay. Okay, good, because I don't want to start in the special zone.
Well, you're basically going to have to jump to the special zone anyway, because that's how you're going to land on the...
Ah, true. So yeah, Barry's at a +5.
Okay. Sorry, what did you have, John?
I had a 2.
Okay, and Micah.
4.
All right. So go for it, Barry.
Okay, well. Oh, it's so tempting to take pot shots at the goblins to just while I'm ahead of them. Because they detect us, right?
Yes. Because you're going to have to, basically, you're going to have to pass through them to get to the station.
Okay, well, just scrolling through the list of maneuvers. Why am I? There's actions. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I can use thin out the swarm with my point defense weapons.
There isn't a swarm. It's just 2 flights.
Ah, okay. Well, then... Yeah, I guess I'm just going to take a pot shot at Goblin 1 because I'm in a position where I'm not going to be shot at or shot at by them immediately, so I want to make sure that I can shoot at them as much as I can first. And then I guess phase 2 I'll create an aspect of pufferfish or something like that, where it's like not worth attacking, angry or something. Okay, so that is okay. I snapshot. I am able to shoot at them, right, Acer?
You are able to shoot at them, but it's probably a bad idea for you to stick around and dogfight in your transport or in your shuttle.
True. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll try for I'm trying to would it be like going for switch zones or tactical refocus?
It would be a switch zones.
Okay. Well, that's a step 2-1. So I guess step 1, I'll make an aspect of nothing to see here, and try to stick his way in as much as he can. I rolled the dice again, but got the exact same result, so that actually works out.
I got a 3.
Okay, this is pilot, yeah?
This would be technology or pilot, yeah.
Okay, if it is pilot, I got a 4.
Okay. So you can create that aspect and slip past.
Okay, and then going into switch zones where I get shifted to, or I start drifting down to the special zone, or do I have to do tactical refocus to move to that spot?
You're down there. You're fine.
Okay.
All right. Micah?
I guess I want to deal with the goblins.
Okay.
So wait, first I'm going to create an advantage.
If you create an advantage, you won't be able to shoot at them.
Okay, it's the other way around. Sorry, I don't have the book open, so I didn't remember which way that goes. I will... Is it called take a shot?
Snapshot.
Snapshot. Okay, I will snapshot one of them.
Okay, so they rolled a 4.
All right. Wow, I rolled my very rare +4, so 7.
Nice.
Okay, so the Gorgon has a weapon +2, right?
Let me bring that up. Okay. Gorgon, weapon 2, armor 2, shields 4. Turret, once per engagement. They can attack any target on the engagement regardless of the maneuver chart position.
Okay, so you smash down the shields of one of the Gorgons in the first flight. And then you can roll gunnery for your pilot as well. Or you can roll gunnery for your gunner as well.
Do they use my gunnery skill?
Yes.
5.
Okay. And I'll just let the flight's original roll stand. You dive through the formation, your forward guns blazing, slamming the shields down on one of the fighters in the formation. And as you pass by, your tail gunner opens up and slams the defenseless fighter in the flank with another fusillade of laser bolts, under which it just comes apart.
Excellent. Then I will inspire everyone. With a 7.
Okay, so that's 3 more invokes for your volleyball.
Yeah.
All right.
So the volleyball is up to 7 now also.
Okay, Lucette. What would you like to do?
All right, Lucette is going to also snapshot at these goblins.
Okay.
Because
I assume you're trying. Since you're on Micah's wing, I assume you're going after the same flight, just cutting through right after her.
I mean, it would make sense. Stands to reason. And why let them recover? One I can crush them mercilessly.
Man. -2. You can roll two gunnery rolls if you want to roll for your gunner too.
All right, so that is a 6 on my gunnery.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 4 damage. You wipe out another goblin.
My gunner does not do as well. That is only a 3 from my gunner.
Okay, so you take out the shields on a 3rd goblin. And what would you like to do for your 2nd roll?
I'd like to push them.
You can't push. They're on the same level as you.
Push an enemy ship at your position or lower on the maneuver chart.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to be above them. Okay, so it's it's overcome roll, I believe.
Yep. Pilot versus pilot.
So that is a 5. And I'm going to invoke High Performance Fighter to bring it to 7.
All right. Not a 7 is what I rolled. Definitely not a 7. But I will, and we've got a whole lot of volleyball. I will spend some volleyball to re-roll that, because that was a pretty garbage roll. That was just slightly less garbage. So that's still just a 4.
Okay, so they resist your attempt to push. Both flights are going to attack you.
I had that coming.
So they rolled a +6.
Ooh, and that's piloting.
Yep.
That is 4, and I will spend another volleyball to bring me up to 6 to match them.
Okay, that means that they get a boost. And then the second flight is also going to try to go after you. And with a... that would be a 2.
I got a 5.
Okay, and then their phase 2 actions are going to be to... they are going to try to tactically reposition.
I disapprove.
And do terribly. They actually end up at 3 and 2.
Yay. But they don't move down the chart next turn.
Yeah. So, Mai Tai, are you just going to dive for the station, or are you going to try to do something fancy?
Yeah, I mean, other than evasive maneuvers and then moving towards, that's what I plan on doing. Since moving is the second step, I might as well try to take some evasive maneuvers on my way there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, well, you are unopposed in your attempt to reach the station. So, okay. So you guys are, the shuttles have made it through the fighter screen, and the Gorgons are free to do whatever you please, actually. Micah, I believe you're at 3 now still. Or you're at 3 now.
Okay, let me remaneuver everyone.
The
Yeah.
goblins don't move
Yeah.
away from 3 or 2.
So
And
should I and Mai Tai be at special now then, or
You're out of initiative order at this point.
Okay, I'm putting you down in special. Alright, I would like to get a lock on the one that's at 2
Okay.
and shoot at them.
Are you getting on their tail?
Yes, sorry. Like I said, I don't have the book open, so now I don't remember any of the words.
Okay. So that means you get a +2 to your roll.
Mm-hmm.
They rolled a 4.
Alright, I am going to spend one of those volleyballs to take
Oh.
me to a 6.
if you're on their tail, you get a bonus of +2 to your attack roll
Yeah,
by default. Also, just
yeah.
as a reminder.
No, Acer said that too. But I rolled a -2. So I'm using that +2, and then
You can actually, if there are free invokes left, you don't have a cap on how many of them you can use.
I will use 2 of them.
John, can you back me up on that?
That's right.
All right.
All right.
So that will take me to an 8.
Okay.
Or should I use more?
And I think there's 2 invokes left.
Out of 7?
Yeah. If
If I use 2.
if you used 2 and Rob used 3, if my math is right. Rob, had you used 3?
I think I only used 2.
Ah. Works for me.
I mean, someone can fact check me on that. But that's...
Well, I will use 3, and then there'll be 2 left. So that takes me to plus 10.
Okay, so at a plus 10, and your weapon 2, you just plow through those last 2 ships.
Can my gunner shoot too?
Yes.
Or are they all gone?
That one of the flights is gone.
How many were in that flight that I killed? I need this for record reasons.
I believe you killed 3.
Okay.
All right. So then, zombie, I believe you are at the same level as the other flight.
And I think they're above her.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
Hydra destroyed that one.
Oh,
too.
okay. Well, in that case, they are going to get on your tail.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
There's still 2 free invokes of volleyballers.
I'm going to pay a fate point to reroll with high performance fighter again. And that is a plus 4.
Well, I have a piloting plus 5.
Oh, wait. I forgot my plus 2. So you have to use a volleyball to avoid being killed.
Just chuck one at them.
That's a statement. Sure, I'll burn up another volleyball. Why not? We got him.
Wilson, no!
Throwing volleyballs out the window like a shaft.
Okay.
We lose it with 1 volleyball?
That's only 1 left.
That dice is gone forever now.
Okay. That was their whole action. So, Catfish and Mai Tai, give me piloting rolls.
Okay.
Catfish, your boost can come in here.
Can boosts be used for rerolls?
I don't believe so.
It-
Oh, can they?
I thought boosts were treated just like any other. Just it disappears after you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so go ahead.
Oh, good, because those, that -3 on the dice was no bueno. I'll take it blanking out. Okay, I'll use the maneuvering thruster boost that the maneuvering thruster boost was the reroll. And do I want to... How ham do I want to go on this?
10 hams.
Pumpkin spice spam. Go full ham on it. Yeah, I'll spend a fate point and on bait and switch because we've successfully switched with the Gorgons, so to speak. If that makes sense. And I'll push my pilot roll up to a 5.
All right. You are evading ground fire as you come into the shuttle bay. There are several crew-served weapons in the shuttle bay that are firing at you, including several tripod-mounted lasers, and at least 1 shoulder-fired surface-to-air missile.
So I the mental image that I have is the initial -3 that I had that would have had me at a 0 for my piloting. That was the initial missile target lock, and then Barry used the maneuvering thrusters to force a barrel roll to avoid the missile and just get into a much better position because all the tripods and everything weren't really expecting it to shift over that much.
Okay, so you managed to avoid being hit by the missile, but you are now hated by every Marine on your shuttle.
Worth it?
Barry would comment to the back. I should have probably warned you guys, but it's better than the missile hitting us.
Oh,
And Mai Tai.
I'm going to need to spend my boost plan of action to re-roll because I rolled very poorly.
Uh-huh.
No.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think your luck has started rubbing off on me because I've had to use a bunch of rerolls so far.
All right. So I rolled 2 better by rolling a blank. So
Nice.
that'll be 2.
Okay, well, that is enough. As you, the landing isn't quite as elegant as you would like. In fact, you do hear something that sounds an awful lot like a crunch as your landing gear takes the brunt of the impact. And you suddenly hear the ramp drop as the Marines rush off the shuttle.
All right. I hop out of my seat, make for the ramp myself.
All right, both of you can roll notice.
Danger sense?
Yes.
That's good, because I got a -1 on the dice. Oh boy, okay, that's a 4 for me.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 because I rolled yet another blank. Because why would I ever roll positive?
All right. So you spot what looks like a squad of armored troopers that are fanned out around a ship. And they, as your Marines sort of take the firing positions that you have assigned, Mai Tai, these troops begin laying down suppression fire to keep their heads down while several people board this ship to take off.
And this is one of the stealths?
Yes.
All right. Just to make sure I'm like, the Marines on our side are around the ship, or defenders are around the ship?
There are defenders around the ship, and they are trying to suppress your Marines.
Okay. Okay.
And they're acting as distractions to make sure that the shuttle can escape.
Yes.
All right. So, am I acting now, or you just give me a description?
That is the description. What would you like to do about it?
All right. So while they are in a position, I am taking a more circuitous route to try to make my way behind, so I can perform a flank attack.
Okay. Give me athletics or stealth.
All right. I'll do athletics because it's better,
Okay.
and I have a 4.
All right. Well, that is rather great. So you are able to make it into a flanking position. Catfish, what are you doing?
I will I guess I'll be in part of the not directly in the main line of the pepper potting up shoot down movement of the Marines, as I'm assuming they're advancing.
Yes.
So Barry will trail behind a bit, pop up occasionally, and try to pop off some shots with his blaster until we get into melee range, in which case, once that happens, he'll be able to katana a bit.
Okay.
Because Barry actually has a shoot skill now. In theory.
All right. They rolled a 3.
Barry rolled a 1.
All right. So you're keeping their heads down.
Yeah, I'm distracting them. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Mai Tai, were you closing to melee?
Yeah.
Okay. Zombie and Hydra, the other flight of goblins, is bugging out.
Can we shoot them in the back?
Yes, you can.
I only got a 3.
All right. They rolled a 6.
I rolled a 7.
All right. You take out one of the trailing goblins.
We have a volleyball left. I can bump that up one more. If not, I got fate points. We can just go to town.
We do have a volleyball left.
All right. So, and then you have your gunners as well.
Oh, can I roll for my gunner?
Yeah.
My gunner's shit. CR1.
2 for my gunner.
All right. So, if you did use that last volleyball, you will take out the a second goblin. You can both roll technology.
Nope.
2.
-1.
Okay. Those last 2 goblins just disappear.
Stealth goblins.
Ghost goblins! I'm not sure if that counts as my Simpsons reference for the night or not, but it can. It's a ghost car.
There you go. Now you've officially burned it.
Yeah.
All right. So zombie, below you there is a majestic sight. A sort of turquoise gas giant with a number of very large harvesting platforms in the upper atmosphere. They're just sitting there.
Do I think that destroying these at this moment would destabilize where everyone else is at?
No.
Commander, requesting permission to begin indiscriminate destruction?
Permission granted.
Barry comes in over the comms. Well, it's very discriminate, I hope. We're down here still.
But not for long.
Don't try not to hit them.
Give me a technology roll.
Do I have to?
To fire missiles, yes.
Only if you don't want to hit our friends.
That is a 4 for missiles.
All right. So you launch your payload of fusion missiles at some.
Sorry, Rob, was that including the +4 for the missiles themselves?
Nope.
Because if I remember right, there was specific bonuses based off of the missiles.
So
Let's see. Oh wait, that's with the. Sorry, that's based off of their skills, and it's not the non-fusion warheads that get the bonus to hit, not the fusion warheads. Ignore me.
Yeah,
Editor, please cut me out.
Because these ships are meant to be run as adversaries.
The fusion warhead has a +2 with a weapon 8.
Yeah.
I mean, a +4 with a weapon 8.
So, so with a weapon 8, you see these stations each just take a solid hit, and then there's a white flash, and then a secondary blossom of igniting gas, and you're pretty sure that parts of the atmosphere are just on fire.
Oh yeah, because if they're harvesting it, it's all going to be in the Atmo also. Uh-oh.
That's pretty nasty. Meanwhile, back on the surface, who wants to give me fight rolls?
So I have a question.
Yep.
Would that previous athletics check I made happen to have created an advantage?
No, that was an overcome.
Dang it. Okay.
That was just you hauling ass.
Fair enough.
Yeah, though them being flanked right now is kind of an advantage.
All right. So can I say that whatever I'm behind is some sort of like turbo platform thing, hover platform?
Sure.
With maybe unreasonable amount of supplies on it, so it's super heavy that I can plow into a group of unsuspecting Dominion troops.
Sure thing. So for as well as your thing goes, though, Mike,
Yes.
they rolled a +6 to attack you.
Well, that's not very nice.
No, it isn't.
Fight for defense?
Sure.
As if we're in melee range.
Yeah.
Well, I tied. I got a 6 as well.
Okay, so you're like, yes, I can take out my katana, and then you meet a guy with a monomolecular bayonet on his rifle.
I don't want to get hit by that. Ooh, but since Barry used to main a monomolecular blade, he knows that that's dangerous to the wielder also.
Yes.
So he just needs to push a bit harder, and hopefully he'll cut his own, he'll hamstring himself or something.
All right. What about now Mai Tai? Go ahead and make your roll.
All right. So to get this hover platform to crash into them, what would that be?
Drive.
Drive?
Yep.
Okay, since drive isn't a skill.
Oh, I mean, shoot. I have been running too many different Fate games.
You have drive at +5, right?
I guess it would be technology.
Athletics to shove.
All right. Well, that'll be a 4 +4 then.
Okay.
Nice.
They rolled a 3. So you plow through most of the squad on that side
Okay.
and sort of push the ones that aren't run over toward the line of advancing Marines. Okay, Barry.
Okay. Barry's going to use his sweet ass katana that he got off of a rare loot drop, aka one of Mai Tai's rebellious family members. And oh, I saw a lot of pluses, but then there's a minus hiding in there also. That is a that's a +5.
Okay. That's a 3. So
Okay, katana is weapon 1, so that's 4 stress.
all right. You are able to parry that that monomolecular blade, and then counter thrust and that guy.
Hooray! Barry resists the urge to go, Mai Tai, it worked! As he has been training with Mai Tai, and he's not a complete embarrassment anymore. This is important for, I guess Barry's standing with Mai Tai. How much of his blood do I get on me?
So much.
Yes!
Largely because as he falls, the monomolecular bayonet snaps back and practically decapitates him.
Nice. I'm going to resist the urge to pick up his weapon because I don't have a good shoot to use it anyway, so I guess Barry's going to check on the status of the shuttle and see if there's any of the other ones starting to have spin up procedures also, or if he can he and his team split off to go to our designated shuttle that we're supposed to loot.
Roll notice.
Okay.
Mai Tai can roll notice as well.
I'm going to assume danger sense does not apply for this because it's actually seeing things.
Danger sense does apply.
Oh, that's good because that cancels out a bunch of the minuses that I rolled here.
All right.
Okay, that's a 4.
My string of not rolling of higher than blank continues as I get a 0.
All right. Mai Tai, you are too busy finishing off some of the wounded. No, that's a cruel thing to say. Dispatching some of the people that were still foolishly trying to resist, despite the fact that they were wounded. That's a little better.
They were still attacking, so
Yeah.
they were enemy combatants.
But Barry notices, hey, that shuttle buttoned up quite a while ago. And he's not taking off. And you switch over to infrared. Those engines are getting really hot.
Barry comes to the others. We may need to we need to blow this thing up now because if we don't, it's going to take off and incinerate us. I think it's going to try to jump from here. Or at the very least, burn out and burn us.
Okay, you two can roll athletics.
Uh-oh. Did Barry say that just in time to actually get incinerated?
No.
Oof. I won't swing the camera around because that's... I'm pretty sure that it's annoying for people, but I rolled all 4 pluses, so that's a 6.
Okay, my tie.
Heck, I rolled blank, so that's a 3.
All right. Well, luckily for you, a good is still good enough.
Yes.
You see the other two stealth ships. They are waiting with their ramps down. And then it'll just be technology rolls to get them fired up.
Okay. Uh,
I got a 3.
Barry as well got a 3.
All right. The Marines are backing up and continuing to fire on some of the defenders who are still popping up occasionally and letting off a few shots. They are dragging their wounded and carrying their dead with them. And the ramps lift, and your two shuttles manage to blast out. Give me piloting rolls.
Okay. Was the one that had been fired up, did it actually do anything?
That's what we're going to find out.
Ah. Well, blanked out on the dice, so that's a +3 on
Right.
piloting.
I'm going to spend a fate point to tag my high concept skilled pilot that fights for his honor to get a reroll because I'm rolling negatives just fine. Just no.
Just decide before the game that like the minuses are pluses and the pluses are minuses, or maybe just like draw a line through the minus to make it a plus,
But then he'll just start rolling pluses.
and then you switch it back the next game. You just have to keep the dice on their toes.
Yep.
So,
Have a stunt that says once per session you can declare that all minuses are pluses and all pluses are minuses to mess with Lady Luck.
so the reroll got me a -1, so I have a 1 pilot.
All right. Your ship is caught in a shockwave as you clear the hangar entrance, and you are sent tumbling out into space.
Oh no.
Is the shockwave from the Lucette explosions or from the other shuttle?
It's the other stealth ship. It has ignited its reactor, which, since it was a jump-capable ship, was rather powerful. It was, after all, carrying a singularity drive.
Oh!
So,
So they did our job for us of nuking this facility.
the asteroid definitely is looking a little more, meteor bombarded than it was already.
Does it look very slipshod now? Is it a half asteroid?
You lose a fate point.
Fair.
Um,
I am marking that down.
Can I
What
do
Easter says goes.
Can I do some sort of technology roll to try to? Can I
Yes.
shift the ship to, or would it be piloting? I'm not sure.
it's technology to get the ship back under control.
Okay. Question: would the the hand scanning device that I can use for technology, would that apply here
Yes.
as I'm trying to repair it? Sweet, because I get to turn and maximize a die, so I can maximize one of my negatives. making it a 4.
All right. Um, Stupid, crappy Dominion fuses. You smash the breaker back in, and your port thrusters suddenly work again.
Nice.
Body Dominion technology. Almost. In mid statement, I check my sash. It looks completely red.
Yep.
I have stated my thirst for blood and achieved my goal. My white sash is now completely red with the blood of the enemy who betrayed the Shinzu Mizu. And then I snap. I take a moment to bask in that. Then I snap the panel back in place.
All right. You have two jump capable stealth ships.
Nice.
Actually, Mai Tai, give me a notice roll.
All right. A 1.
All right. You notice that there is something a little alarming about this panel. Remember, I mentioned that a lot of Dominion technology looks like it was designed by people who were not all speaking the same language, literally.
Mm-hmm.
The text, some of the writing on the inside of that panel definitely, that's on some of the components, definitely looks like it comes from a Republic plant.
Don't look at that.
I keep that in mind. This will be something that will be brought to the attention of my superiors. When I say superiors, I mean my moms.
Wow, we'll remember this.
Give me a technology roll, everyone.
Okay.
I can do that.
What could possibly go wrong with this?
3.
I have a 3.
Oh, everything's coming up Millhouse. I got a 2 because I blanked out. I was very worried because I saw 2 minuses at first, but the others were pluses. So
A -1.
A -1.
Oh no.
-1.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Unless I'm repairing my own ship, then I get a bonus.
no. You see them coming from the inner system. There are squadrons upon squadrons of goblins.
I'm really not in the mood for this right now.
I pushed the stealth button.
All right.
Yeah, should we just bug out and jump the hell out of here?
I think so.
There is a problem with that.
Them tracing where our departure vectors?
You are well inside the gravity well. The jump point is very far away from you. The stealth ships can get away. The Armstrong cannot. Micah, you're going to get a transmission from Magnet.
Yep. We're a little busy here.
Commander Drexler, the priority is for you to get those stealth ships out of this system. Get them back to Draconis.
Will do.
When you get to the edge of the system, you can dock with the stealth ships and scuttle the Gorgons.
All right.
Good hunting, Commander.
Thanks. I guess I don't want to really just tell the Armstrong that. But I feel like I probably should.
What do you mean?
That we're leaving them behind.
Well,
No,
Magnet's on the Armstrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. So I will give the order to jump away.
Well,
Run away and then jump
yeah.
away.
Yeah. The worst part of this is that as you pull away, you get farther and farther away, but you can still see in very clear detail what's happening. As the goblins and the other Gorgons assigned to the Armstrong form up and slash in at the fighters that are moving to pursue. And basically they're creating such a massive display of laser fire and chaff that the two Gorgons are able to slip off with the stealth ships. And as you watch all of the panels on the Armstrong that have concealed its defenses open up, and the turrets swing out, and it starts blazing away as it charges forward. Its hangar bay doors open one more time, and all of the gators and other things that have been kept in reserve launch and scream forward toward the unstoppable wave of fighters. And eventually the missiles and streams of lasers just continue to slash through its shields, which aren't that powerful to begin with, and they'll all eventually collapse. And then a missile makes its way into the hull, and there's a massive explosion, and the ship disappears.
Let's keep moving forward.
Barry starts stomping off, like keeping his hands on the yoke, but like uncontrollably starts kicking one of his feet in anger and frustration. Damn it!
Now, considering that she just got to blow up a whole bunch of stuff, one would normally assume Lucette would be maniacally cackling. She's been weirdly quiet up to this point. At this juncture, while she's still radio silent, I'm just going to volunteer to either take some stress or a minor complication.
Okay. You can take some stress as I'm pretty sure Magnet is one of the finest officers that any of you have ever served with. Certainly one of the best pilots. And you knew a lot of very good people on that ship.
We established in the beginning that Lucette found her quite attractive.
Yeah. And you know, and it's really hard for Micah. Your friend was on that ship.
Lydia?
Yeah.
Shit.
And my mechanic.
And Barry was drinking buddies with the ship, like the
intel officer.
The intel officer, and with his the maintenance crew.
Yeah. And actually, it's pretty hard for Micah in particular because you requested Lydia for this mission.
And fucking Toad survived.
No, Toad's dead. You're pretty sure.
He was with the Gators that were in the defense, take as many of them with us as possible, Dealey.
Yep.
I thought you'd come with us for some reason.
No.
One thing that Lucette does not feel badly about.
Well, he's not with you now. So, actually, wait. Yes, he was supposed to be on the other ship. Didn't work out for him. But eventually, you are able to make it to the edge of the system where the jump point's supposed to be.
And we're scuttling the Gorgons?
Yes.
Alright, so, Micah would probably, break off a piece of the, radar equipment that Lydia set up with her, or for her to take with her.
Okay. And you're able to, close up your suits and do the quick EVA to the hatch on the stealth ships and make a jump. When you arrive back in Draconis, you are, I assume, under stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And you immediately spot a pair of blackfish on patrol. They do not see you.
Open up comms. And I don't know which ship would people be on.
I assume that Hydra would be with you and Zombie would be with Barry.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing also.
Open up comms for Micah.
You do have recognition codes and for Draconis, so you can transmit those with your message.
Alright, so I'll send those and say this is Commander Drexler. I don't know how you check in. So I'll just do the basic check-in.
Hydra?
Yep, we found some stealth ships.
You found some stealth ships. That's just like you, Tiki Flight people. I assume you're somewhere near in my sector if you're transmitting to me.
Well, we thought about sneaking past you, but we didn't want you to look too bad.
I appreciate that. Welcome home.
Alright, I think we're live again.
Yep, it just came back up on mine.
back live. I've got a commercial now.
All right.
Yeah, so I will disable stealth since we are heading in.
He was having the other pilot fly in front of you so that other ships wouldn't run into you, but so that you could stay stealth.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
to make sure that it's not known that we have these.
Fair enough.
So before you sign off, he says, sure, there's one hell of a story behind this.
Sure, you'll manage to get it out of one of us eventually.
Well,
Oof.
drinks are on me.
I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to tell them first what happened.
No.
That is something I'm pretty sure of within military structure.
All right. So, as soon as you are back within the Draconis Comnet Hydra, your tablet pings.
Perfect. I will check it.
I'm in system. And it gives a comm code.
I will call them.
All right. So what that will mean is that in a few hours, they will send a message to you.
Okay.
Remember, no FTL communications. So the your ship is or your ships descend into the gravity well toward Draconis Station, and a very, very long debriefing. So that's been another outing for Goldwing's Black Skies. Around the table, we've had John.
Hi, I'm John. I was playing Mai Tai. You can find me on Twitter, SLEPY.
Rob.
Hi, this is Rob. I played Lucette Zombie Forrester, and you can find me on Twitter at Boudet.
Mike.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and I was playing Barry Catfish Namazuko, who is very sad right now. And you can find me on Twitter at Tokan. That's Tokkan.
And Megan.
Hey everyone, this is Megan. You can find me on Twitter at Kirim247 or tweeting for the podcast at TRF Podcast. I was playing